morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? All right. Come on now. We're excited and enthusiastic. We got a fantastic mission we got to take to the world. We got to be up about that. We're not selling shoes here, you know. Good. Well, winning attitude here, huh? Yeah. We're going to run through a little bit of strategy here, and then what I want to accomplish today is I'm going to come down there and play with you guys. We're going to do a little bit of coaching, and we'll see how it goes, and it will give you an example because the science is interesting, the products are interesting, it's amazing, all the other tools are amazing and useful and everything, but all it boils down to ultimately is what's there, right? In fact, the better and the easier everything gets, it almost gets worse in here, right? Because you're going, oh my gosh, I got all this now and I'm still not doing it. Why am I not doing it? What's wrong with me? So we got to realize that this is where the hard work is. We got to work on that. We got to shift it. It's been messed up and trampled and stomped on, and we have bad self-images and everything. I don't know, you may have seen this before, but it's interesting to me. Let's see, what have I got in here? I'm going to take a US $100 bill, because I don't have a 100 Australian. If somebody wants to give me a $100 Australian bill? No, that won't work. No $100, okay. Nobody trusts me with that? Good. It's a $100 bill. It's for real. And this is what happens. People come along and they tell you that you're no good, you're not good enough, you're never going to amount to anything, or at least it sounds like that's what they say. And, they just throw you on the ground and spit on you and trample you to where you feel like you're just a piece of trash and useless and no good, and why would anyone else listen to you? Amazingly, a lot of people feel that way. I can't tell you how many people have come up to me and said, that's me. Can you help me? So if you feel like that at times, here's the deal. Is this really worthless? Is this no good? Who would like to have that? Anybody raise your hand if you'd like to. Oh, you still want that? You still want it? Why? It's been spit on, trampled on, people said it's no good. In fact, here, 5 right there, all 5 of you at the same time. This is no good, just said. It's no good. See, they said it's no good. Why do you still want it? It's a bit wrinkled, a little bit stressed out, might not even be able to figure out its own way to open it up here. No, I'm not going to give it away. I mean, some people might not think they have value. This has value. I want it. It's precious. So yeah, you might be a bit wrinkled. You might not even be able to figure your own way to get unwrinkled and straightened back out. You might need some other people to come in and interfere and help you figure it out and sort it out till you look kind of like what you really are. Does that make sense? Yeah? Yeah, the value's still here. So no matter what's been done to you, no matter what dumb mistakes you've made, no matter what severe consequences you've had to pay for them, that's just what you've done and what's been done to you, and it has not changed your value or who you are. You get that? Can you believe that or no? Do you think you're worse than this crumpled up piece of paper? We can't We'd have to like light it on fire and burn it before it's not valuable, right? So it still has value, so do you. But if you don't believe you do, then it's not going to show up. If you believe this is fake, you're not going to give me something of value for it, right? If you believe it has value, you will. So the most important thing that we need to be aware of is, because we look around at everybody, you all look pretty normal to me. You come and talk to me, I don't really understand why you think you have a problem or you're not good. You look just like everybody else who's doing good. I don't see it. And you have to tell me these long stories to prove to me why you're not very good or don't think you're good or whatever else. But really, you're just fine. You may need to say ouch a little bit more and leak a few more tears or something, but you're just fine. It's the fact that you don't think you are, you don't trust you are, you think maybe they're all right when they said it's no good. You believe in them, and so that doesn't work. So go believe somebody else. Go find somebody that thinks you have value. Work with them. So we'll play a little bit with that today. We'll see who's brave. We'll see who wants to make a breakthrough right here. Because, remember yesterday I said that you can be depressed. You don't have the disease of depression, of course. We don't deal with that, right? But you can be feeling depressed, and then all of a sudden the radio comes on, a cool song, and bam, you feel great. So it's a choice. You can look at your circumstances and you can be unhappy, or you can look at your circumstances and go, it doesn't matter. It's just what's going on today. Some days easier, some days harder. So that's where it all lives. But I'll give you a little bit of strategy here today. We'll play a little bit. You want to know an easy way to get to PD or platinum? No? Okay, we can go home. Would you like to know an easy way to get to platinum? All right. So it's keep making RD. So you know what an RD is, right? They've got $1,000 volume on one leg, $500 volume PV in the other leg. Yes? I need to know if you're getting it or not. If you don't know, let me know. So what we want to do is just keep making RDs in our downline. Keep putting people in, sponsoring people, sticking them in the power leg underneath other people, because that way it gives some of the people a chance. You want to print out the downline printout. You want to show it to them. Look, I'm going to keep putting people in here. If I have to put in 1,000 people and feed 1,000 kids myself, I'm going to keep doing it because I got to go until I find someone who wants to do this with me. You keep putting them in, and I don't really care who it is. I'm just going to keep doing it until I get someone who wants to do it. So you are going to have all these people underneath you, and some of them will quit, and some will be consumers, and some will keep ordering. Some will order once in a while, and you have a chance to cash in on that if you'll go out and help get your second leg going. So that creates massive leverage when we keep putting people in. And we're just looking for one of our four, right? We don't mind helping people, helping consumers, helping sick people, but we're looking for one of our four. So then if they'll start referring and they get some people going in their second leg, they become an RD. When we get 3 people who've done that in 2 legs, it pushes us up to ND, that volume. Same volume, doesn't matter if you have 4 legs or 3 legs or how many legs, that doesn't matter. It's that when there's $1,500 volume, $1,500 volume, you're basically $3,000 volume, $3,000 volume moving up. So that's just one way it can look, just to sort of show you one way or a simple way to see the volume. So then, if you keep doing it, well, that slide got messed up. That's Australian. Didn't make it in the translation there. Okay, but basically the concept is there's different ways to get to RD, which don't show up, and there's ND who's got the 3. So what we want to do now is we want to help that ND to turn one of these RDs into an ND also. Yes? Okay, so let's take the top RD. He's already got 2 RDs underneath him. All he needs is one more RD in that first leg, he needs to start a second leg and get 3 RDs or that much volume in his second or third legs, yes? And that moves him up to ND. So if we can move some of our RDs up to NDs and start a third leg, or if you've already got a third leg, then be building under that third leg, get that much volume in your third leg, that will move you up to ED, executive. So all you did was keep helping people make regional directors who are getting team bonuses or checks or power bonuses. You're helping them get some money so they begin to build their belief up. And then when you have NDs in there, you want to keep doing the same thing. Help the ND start a third leg, help them get their RDs in that leg, build them up to ND, get all of their RDs up to ND. And when your NDs do that, it moves them up to ED. And when each of your NDs become an ED, that pushes you up to presidential. Yeah. And so all you have to know to be a presidential is how to make an RD, and you keep making RDs underneath the people who are willing to work. And what we need in each leg, in each team, we need someone who will recruit. We need someone who will follow up. We need someone who will train. And in the beginning, if you don't have that, then you're it. You do them all. But you want to go out and seriously look for partners and say, I'm here to go find someone. Who do you know who can help me, who's good with people, who is great and a good attractor, bring them in. Or who's a good techie that can help me with the social entrepreneur and the websites. I need to hire someone in my business. Partner up with them. I'm going to help them make a whole lot of money. And that's what you go out and do and create and find those people. Treat it like a business. You're not out there hoping somebody will get involved with you. You've already decided you're going to be a presidential or a gold or a platinum, right? That's a done deal. I'm going to be a platinum, therefore I've got to help 3 or 4 other people make so much money they'll never quit. Now, do you want to be one of them? So why can't you say that to people? The only reason you can't say that is if you haven't decided to be it. If you don't believe you're going to do it. If you just hope maybe it'll happen. That won't work. You've already tried that, haven't you? Been trying that for a long time? That won't work. You have to decide, commit, and go out and say it. I'm going to build a business that makes, Cars. We're going to go out and build a business and make cars. So I've got to hire an engineer, and you go out and hire the people. You haven't sold any cars yet, you haven't made a car yet, you haven't even had the car designed yet. You got to hire the designers to design the car and then people to build it, right? So you start from nothing, you get the people, you attract the right people, you build it, and then there it is. Same way with us. You can wait and see if it happens, or you can set an intention to go out and say, here's what I'm looking for. I need these people to partner with me. I will help them make money. I can guarantee them they can make money. I can't guarantee they will. That's up to them. That's going to be on them. You're not going to blame me. I can guarantee you can because I'm plugged into the inner circle of successful people. I know how. If we get our 4, we get their 4. The company always sends a check. I'll show you how. My upline knows how. Just follow me. I know who to follow. Some of you are very, very sensitive, intuitive types, and your leadership skill is based on your following skill. If your intuition is good, you know who to follow. You tell all of them, hey, come follow me. They trust you because they know you're a nice, sweet, gentle person who wouldn't hurt them, and then they follow you, and you go, I know who to follow. Come on. And you just follow the leader, you make money. Pretty hard not to. Now, success kind of looks like, this. What people think? It's not like that, right? So if your life looks like that, you're on the way to success. Yes? Is that good? Yeah, you might look like that. That's what it looks like. In fact, in Mannatech, but my arrow's gone. Well, that's too bad. Anyway, in a job, you have that 2% annual raise that goes straight up, and that's kind of security. There are no straight lines that just go up in nature. The stock market looks more like that bottom one, right? And in real life, things go up and down. There's cycles. As your organization grows, some people drop out, some people come to new leadership levels. Now they're making more money. You may make less for a while. While they're making more money, But now you have more people telling and spreading the word, and all of a sudden it grows even more and higher because it's not just you. You have more people in, and so it goes up and down. And a lot of people get up here by that little ED, and they think, oh, I finally made it. I got my income. I'm making more than I was making before in my job. And then all of a sudden it starts going down again. And you go, I guess I'm never going to make it happen, and you quit. Right? So don't quit. This is what it looks like. If you just know it looks that way, you can expect it. If you expect it to just go up all the time, you'll be disappointed, think it's not working. Okay, so again now, whether you have 2 legs, 3 legs, 4 legs, it doesn't matter. You want to work with your upline leaders, do what they're teaching you, follow them, follow the leader, do what they say, that's great. So we're going to build 4 walls to make a house, yes? And whether you start with 2 walls to get them good and strong, and then put up the 3rd wall, and then put up the 4th wall, or whether you start all 4 walls at the same time, that's what your team decides. You work on that. But I'm going to focus on how we're building the wall, 1 wall. So whether it's 1 or 3 or 4, we're building 1 wall right now. We want to start, when I sponsor someone, I'm going to stick them down below the hottest people in my team, the people who are doing something. They're coming to meetings, they're referring other people, they're training people, they're going and learning and studying so they can, they'll help me follow up, whatever it is. They hold my hand while we walk through the mall to talk to people, to give me emotional support. Whatever it is you need, right? And so we're putting people in underneath them. And we continue to build this power leg with all that leverage because we're looking for the next hot person, yes? We're always bringing people in looking for the next hot one. So we sponsor down, 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 down. Because if I bring in another hot one and they go in under the hot number 2, that's going to motivate hot number 2. And then hot number 2 is going to have to keep their purple leg going. And hot number 1 is going to have to keep their blue leg going because they go, wow, I already got hot people underneath me. 1 leg is cooking. I only need another leg. I'll be national. Getting $1,000. Yeah, it makes sense? No? Oh, okay. Now all of a sudden what happens? Well, we stop sponsoring over here under the blue leg because somebody woke up over here in the purple team and they're getting warm. They're starting to refer people. So my next person, I'm going to look at Success Tracker in the tree. I'm going to go down the tree and see who the next warm person is. I see who's sponsoring. If I don't know them personally, I can look and see, but you should be knowing that team, knowing everybody there, or you call up hot 1. Hot 1, who's going? Hot 2, who's working? Who's doing it? And they go, we got Mr. Purple Warm down there. He started referring, he got somebody in. Great. Now, there's not a right or wrong to this. I might say, gee, Warm's got 1 guy in. I might put someone under the green one just to help him out. But most of the time, I'm just going to keep building down the purple leg and sponsoring under the purple leg to help keep that power leg going. So all of us are putting a bunch of people in that leg. Hot 1 and 2 have to put some people in that leg maybe, and they've got to help keep their other blue leg going, their other leg. They've got to keep it going and building, getting momentum there. But I'm sponsoring down here under the purple guy. And then what happens? Now we got another hot one, or another purple warm one. So the number 3 hot, he's gotten good. He's got his 2 legs going. He's starting to build. So I look at Mr. Warm. The next one's going to go. I help him get his 2nd leg going. So he gets hot. Now hot 4, he's hot. Looking for the next hot person, another warm person. Now it doesn't really matter. He's got 2 legs. I got to stick him in. It doesn't matter. Pick one. I don't know which is the hot leg. People always say, well, I don't want to put all my good people in 1 leg. Really? You got that many good people? I have not been able to figure out who the good person is. You know, you think I got a really, really good person, so I'm going to start a new leg with them, and they don't do anything at all. They really needed to be in the other leg where they had momentum, they had more support. So you don't really know who is going to be the good one for most of the time. So just keep going. When you have momentum like this, it's driving, it's going, people are excited. We've got people getting checks. The momentum is there. Other people in your other legs, your weak legs, see this, hear this, and they go, wow, this is cool. I want to get on board. I see what's happening there. Let's make it happen in our leg also. So that's the power of the leverage, and you have to show the picture. These people in here, they don't know what's happening. They don't even believe it could happen to them. I'm not really interested in the money. I just want to eat the product. They want the money. They just don't think it's going to happen and don't want to get their hopes up. So now you show them, oh, by the way, it's working. You mean it's really working? You mean there's people underneath me? Gee, maybe I can go make some money. I just didn't want to do it if it wasn't going to work. I just didn't want to be disappointed. I just didn't want to feel like a failure and try again and get my hopes up. But if it's actually working, maybe I will. And that's the power of this, to help people get possibilities. Does that make sense? You see that? So you want to go to your upline. You go, hey, I want my upline tree way, way, way up to the top, to the platinums or whatever, and get them to give you the printout or write it in by hand and go, here, this one, and we're next. I'm next in line to be there. And you're right after me, and then under you, next. And we're all going. Because we need a room full of platinums this size to get 5 million people. So we welcome you. We want you to be platinums. So you just keep building down, and keep it going. Does that make sense? So again, doesn't matter how many legs. So this just got filmed, a little short, brief version of this. It's like 10 minutes, 9 minutes. That's going to be on Navigate. So you can go out there, plug in, watch that, show that to people, and get the drift of what we're doing. You got to have a vision for what the heck you're doing. I don't know, I'm talking to people, but then what do I do with them? Where do they go? I don't know what's going on. That is what you're building. That's the house. Does that make sense? That's your Mannatech house. That's what the business looks like. So if you don't have that vision, you're like wandering around trying to figure out what you're doing. It's very nebulous. It's a nebulous concept. It's hard. So does that help? Does that solidify you? Does that make that clear what you're doing, where you're going? Yeah, is that good? Good. So that you just create, very simple, not too hard, right? Yeah, good. Okay. And this is a little, you can call it 90 days, 3 months, 3 weeks, however fast you want to do it. You can use 4 and do the same example, or 3. If you get 3 people, tell them to bring 3 people, and we're going to have a meeting. Do you want to have an income? Do you want to help us feed orphans? Great. Bring 3 people, come to the meeting. So if you get your 3 and they bring 3, then the next month you have you show the program, you show what we're doing, you tell those 9 people. Now this month you do the same thing. You go find 3 people, get them to bring 3. All we're doing is asking people to bring 3 people with them to a meeting. 3. Pay them, take them out to dinner. Tell them you'll pick them up in your car. You might have to invite 10, but make sure you get 3 there. Or if you get 1, you get 1. Then it just takes a little longer. You do the same thing. They come. Now you've got 81 people. They see it. They like it. They want to do it. You say, here's what you do. Go get 3 people. Get them to bring 3 next month. They do that. You're a presidential. Is that too hard for anyone? That's too hard? And if you did 4, at that point, you would wind up platinum. If 25% dropped out, you'd be a platinum. 3, 4, get them to a meeting, that's it. They all buy, they get on and you enroll them. And we say, okay, we're going to enroll you. Here's the pack we're going to get. And it comes with an auto order. And we need a list of names from you of other people that you know who might be interested in one aspect or another. Who do you know that likes orphans? Who do you know that wants some extra income? Who do you know who's not getting the health results they would like? And get them to give you a list of names. Because here's the deal. I know that most people, they don't value their health that much. And right now you really want to lose weight and you're committed. Or right now you want to improve your weight, your health, and you're committed. But in a month or something, life happens, the car breaks down, you got to put money there. What are you going to cut out first? Your health, because you don't value it. You kind of feel good. You can't see your arteries clogging up. You're getting ready to have a heart attack. You don't see that, so you don't know. You think, I'm going to live forever. All these other people dying of cancer and heart attack, that won't happen to me, of course. Why do we think that way? Isn't that crazy? You know? So they drop. So here's what we found out. So if you really want to be committed to doing this, what we need to do is we have an optional referral program, and we're going to help you get your products paid for. Would that be okay? Do you ever tell anybody about a good restaurant or a good movie you saw? Great. Takes 2 minutes. Doesn't take any time. Get a list of names, refer them to me or your upline. We'll talk to them. We'll help them set up their account. Your product will be paid for. Then you can stick with it. Good? Yeah. And you might want to write this down real quick. You go, well, I don't know who to talk to. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody. Write down 30. You know 30 people. You know your bank teller. You might not know their name, but you know who they are. You can talk to them. You can talk to the grocery clerk. Open your cell phone. Look in there. You got 30 people. Everybody knows about 30 people they could go hand a brochure to, hand a business card with a website on it, give them a DVD, whatever you want to do. Talk to them, invite them to an XFM or an XLM party, right? Whatever you want to do. Take them out to tea, coffee, have fun, go play, whatever it is. Bring them along. We get paid. It's tax deductible to go play if we bring people with us. So we go do fun stuff that we wouldn't do ordinarily for ourselves because it's business. We take people. So those 30 people all know 30 people, right? So 30 times 30 is 900. Okay, good. Now, those 900 people, they all know 30 people, don't they? So 90 times 30 is 27,000 people. Not all even in their own local town. They know somebody here who knows somebody in Sydney, who knows somebody in Los Angeles, who knows somebody in Korea, right? But within 2 degrees of separation, somebody you know knows somebody who knows 27,000 people. Just by who do you know that would like to help kids? Who do you know that would like to get plugged into the inner circle and have success? Now, do you think, is there anyone here who honestly can tell me you think that within that 27,000 people you can't find 3 or 4 that want to come do this and play with us? You don't believe you could find 4 out of 27,000? Well, then you either need to get your belief fixed or maybe this isn't for you. 27,000 people around the world. You know, that's the beauty of global seamless downline. It doesn't have to be here. Somebody knows somebody here, you still get paid. All the same. You're going to find 4 if you do what we talked about yesterday. Have a positive attitude. Think differently than you have in the past. Delete your history. Go out, be excited. Welcome them in. Trust the fact it's not about you. You say, I don't deserve it. I'm going to try. It isn't about you deserving it. It's about you serving other people. You probably don't deserve it. You don't need to deserve it. You just need to go help some people. Matter of fact, if you go help a whole bunch of people, then maybe you'll deserve something. But it doesn't matter whether you think you deserve it or not. Why do you think you don't deserve it? Do you deserve it less than anybody else? Are you like an axe murderer part-time at night? Why are you so bad you don't deserve it? It's not about deserving it. It's about you don't deserve not to have it. But the point is it doesn't matter either way. You just go take care of other people, help them. Just go help people, serve people. You do that, it'll turn around. So, anybody would like some coaching? Help you get over your issue like you're ready. I'm ready. I want to go do this. I want to do M5M. I want my own financial freedom. I want to feed some kids and have some purpose. I want it so bad, but I just am not having it. Anybody ready to change right now today and, flip the radio over to the happy button right now and be happy and be done with it? Yeah? We got a few. All right. Let me see who we got. Okay, let's get the funny one there with the glasses, the laughy one. Yeah. She should be fun. Who else? Who else is ready to make a real change now? And you can't do this on your own, and your upline can't help you. You're just like totally stuck. Is that it? Is that the case? Yeah, you. Yes, you're standing there. You can't change? You got some stuck stuff? You're not doing it? You're not getting it done? Okay. All right, let's start with these two. Maybe we'll do some more. Let me come down here. I'm going to start over here with the easy one. She hasn't lived that long, so she obviously can't be that messed up, I hope. After you've been out there trampled on a while, it sometimes takes some time to peel the layers of onion back off and get it going. And so what is your name?
Brooke.
Brooke. Okay, great. And who is your upline who referred you?
Kimberly Douglas.
Kimberly Douglas. Great. So we always want to edify the upline, right? Great. And so you want to do this?
Absolutely.
And have you talked to some people?
Yes.
And what happened?
Well, some went for it, some didn't. So,
great. You're done. That's how it works.
Right.
Okay. No. Good. Okay. So what's your difficulty? Are you not going fast enough, or do you think you don't know? So what? Why are you what's wrong?
What's my challenges?
Well, it sounds like things are good. You've got some people coming in, some aren't. What do you think's not working?
Well, you can always get better at talking to people. How you present it and having confidence in myself and how I say it.
Well, it sounds like you're already doing pretty good.
Thanks. It's all right. Could be better.
Well, I'm sure it could be better, but it doesn't need to be any better if it's working.
Yeah.
So do you have anything that's stopping you? Do you see people you want to talk to and you don't, or
Yeah, all the time.
or do people that are in not do something, or you don't know how to get them to refer, or what's not working?
What's not working? I think we all know people that we know that we want to get involved, but then that fear kind of comes over us, or that thought of, no, they're not going to be interested. And then, when you get into a discussion and then they come back with, what about this, what about that? Sometimes I can take the back seat in that. So probably, confidence in myself. And just
Well, are they
going out
asking
there.
you about you? Are the questions about you?
Oh, just excuses about the company, or what
Or
about this?
but it's not about you.
No.
So you don't need to be confident in yourself. You need to be confident in the company or whatever they're asking you about, right?
I suppose, yeah.
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 You seem pretty confident in yourself.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with you?
Nothing. Well, why did you pick me then?
Because you waved your hand.
I was stretching.
You asked. You got what you asked
Yeah,
for.
that's good.
See how powerful you are? You created me right here for you. At your disposal. Jeannie, here I am. You just asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good.
Thanks.
So, you said something, though. There was one challenge that sounded kind of good. So some people say yes, some say no. And the difficulty is?
Well, the objections,
Great. So you don't know how to answer those?
probably not as good as I can, yeah.
What if you just said, I don't know, and it doesn't matter, we can still make money, and my upline hasn't told me, and they're making a lot of money, so it doesn't matter?
Someone write that down.
Write that one down?
Yeah.
That's a real complicated answer. I don't know.
That's good.
Yeah, that's the best answer for every question. No matter, you can be 100% confident that you can answer any question that comes up no matter what, right? And the answer is, I don't know. So did you think you needed to know all the answers to be able to be effective and help people and get them in?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Well, now, guess what? You don't.
Cool.
Good.
Good.
Now, it's easier
Yeah,
now, right?
yeah, it is. I'm off the
I
hook.
mean, even you're capable of it now, right?
Yeah.
You can do I don't know?
Yeah.
Well, great, good.
Yeah.
Well, that actually might be kind of hard for you, though.
Yeah.
Does it feel good? You'd rather know all the answers?
Yeah.
And be able to, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can study and learn answers, but the deal is if they ask you a bunch of questions and you answer all of the questions, they go, oh my gosh, I have to learn that much to be able to do it? I don't want to have to learn all that. I don't want to have to become a glycobiologist and a company expert and all that, know all the inside deals. So what would help you is to know that I know all of that. And Kimberly probably knows all of it or more, and she knows a lot of it, right?
Yeah.
Is Kimberly a pretty good person?
Yeah, very.
Kind of a person of integrity?
Very.
She doesn't hang out like gangsters and crooks and stuff like that?
Not that I know of.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Kimberly! We have a bit of uncertainty here. Is Kimberly here? No? Okay. Someone tell Kimberly to let her know that she does not hang out with gangsters and criminals. And she probably does her research and homework.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So we both have, because we're neurotic, compulsive, have to know-it-alls, very skeptical and hesitant. So we really checked it out. We've been around a long time. We know all the stuff. We've seen all the negativity too, and we know it's not true. Or we wouldn't be here, right?
Yeah.
So even though you don't know all that, you can trust that, hey, I'm working with good people that wouldn't be associated with it if it was corrupt.
Yeah.
And look at all the companies that have come and gone and died. They had their hype and they told their lies and they're gone. This company's still here. They're publicly traded on the stock market. They're highly scrutinized by federal agencies then to make sure they're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
And how many times has Microsoft been sued? You still use a computer? I mean, the fact that somebody gets sued is nothing. I could sue you right now. I could say, you caused me harm. You said you didn't like what I said and you caused me harm. I could sue you. May or may not win in court. I might say, I've got good lawyers and I'm going to make you pay a whole lot of money for years and years and years in court suing you if you don't just settle out of court. If you settle out of court and give me $100, I'll drop the lawsuit. What are you going to do? You're probably just going to settle, unless it's really a matter of integrity and you really don't want your reputation hurt. In fact, that happened to Sam one time. But you know what the board of directors said? We don't really care about your reputation, Sam. We don't want you to prove your innocence. We want to save money and settle for the stockholders. So you settle. But not everybody thinks that way. They don't understand. They go, oh, maybe there's something wrong. So again, one thing you want to do is you always want to let people know ahead of time. This is a disruptive technology. And these guys are changing things. And the status quo doesn't like it because they're going to lose money as more and more people get educated and get the great results. Yes? So they don't want to lose money, so they've got people out there writing stuff and putting things up and smearing and changing things and lying flat out, making things up that aren't really true or twisting the truth and making it look bad to deceive and fool the uneducated. Do not be fooled by what you read out there. Now, if they go in there looking at Mannatech and they go out and search and they see some negativity and read it, they're going to go, oh, that's the stuff that she told me about, so I don't get deceived. I'm not going to be deceived. I can read it or not, but I'm going, now that I'm aware it might not be true, it kind of looks a bit scammy anyway, the way they wrote it, right? So that's the scam. But if you don't tell them that ahead of time, then they go out there and they see that first, they're going to see maybe Brooke was a scam. So you let them know. We're a disruptive technology. We're changing the whole world. Somebody else doesn't like that. Don't be fooled by that. The stuff is legal to eat. Put it in your mouth and find out. You'll know for yourself. Are you willing to stay sick? You're willing to let some orphans die? You're willing to give up on improving your health just because someone out there is trying to scare people away? You're not even going to eat it and try it? To find out yourself if you could change your life? It's like, next. So set people up. Any other questions they ask you don't know what to say? That you can think of off the top of your head?
Not off the top of my head.
Great. So the main thing is just be very comfortable in saying, oh, I don't know that. My upline hasn't told me that. The products still work, even though we don't know that. But if that's really, really important to you, let me check with my upline. But what I have heard and what I've found is no matter what you want, the way you want it to be, that's what this company is. If you're really, really, really picky about products and you want everything natural and organic and live and you don't want any GMO and you want the very, very best quality, that's what this company has. I mean, after all, they've got the greatest discovery in the whole history of science and human health, and then they're going to come out and do something that's cheap and wrong? And there might be some things that are required by certain governments they do because the government says they have to, and it's as good as it gets. It's as good as it gets. And it's not going to harm you, it's going to help you. So like our products, they're better than organic. People go, well, is it organic? It doesn't say organic, right, because it's better than organic. It's not just organic, it's better, so we don't put organic because it's beyond organic. you don't know what that is, you need to maybe go out and do a little homework on that. So you can learn these things, and you can learn, well, why is that so? How is it better than organic? Well, you can learn that, but right now, just know it is. Ours is better than organic. Well, how can that be? Well, I don't really know. I just know ours is better than organic. See? So I don't know is a good one. Anything else that would hang you up? Just the objections that come up like that?
I think, yeah, just belief in myself, you know, like to put an outcome out there, like I want to be presidential, you know, you need to have a lot of belief and drive and change your thought systems. So, yeah, that'll be, I think, my biggest challenge, because you could get led. Why? I don't know, because I have been led by that in the past.
You've what?
Been led by that in the past. So, you know, you get distracted by things in life, or other things take focus. I don't know. I'm not focused enough, maybe.
Oh, you're not focused enough.
Maybe.
Great. And can you be focused if you wanted to?
I'm sure I can, yeah.
Well, then you just don't want to be focused.
Yeah.
You haven't wanted to be focused, so you like to have lots of stuff going on, and that's a choice. Then you'll either do lots of stuff or you'll get more focused. If you're more focused, you'll be more effective, but that doesn't mean you can't have success anyway.
Yeah.
Just might be a little slower.
Yeah.
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 And you don't really have to have all the confidence in you. You want to have the confidence in the products. So you came here. Did you get a little confidence in the product?
Yeah.
A little confidence in the company?
Just a little bit.
And the company?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
are you? I mean, could anybody tell you something right now that make you go, "Oh, I didn't know that I got to quit eating these products"?
No.
Well, then you're rock solid.
Yeah.
You're unshakable.
Great.
No matter what they say,
Yeah.
it's like, no way, man. I know. Have you felt some things from the products?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You've seen other people get some great results?
Very much
Heard
so.
about other people getting phenomenal
Yes.
results?
Yes.
Then yeah.
Yeah.
So you're rock solid. That's it.
Good.
You just decided, I'm rock solid, I'm unshakable, no matter what they say, this is great. They don't want to do it, fine, but it's great. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Rock solid.
So you don't really need to have anything more. So maybe you do, maybe you are confident.
Maybe I am.
Yeah, look at that.
Yes.
So what you're lacking in confidence is that you think maybe I'm not confident, but really you are. What if the only doubt you have is that you think maybe you're not confident? That's the doubt. And if you just stop doubting that you're confident, you would be.
It's good.
You got it? See, she's a smart girl, yeah? Could you feel the wheels clicking there? It's like, wait a minute, what's he trying to do to me here? Ka-ching, and it went, oh yeah, I got it. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Very, very simple stuff. It's just we look from one perspective to another. So a lot of times we live in, well, I must not know enough. I must not know it all. Or maybe I'd be further along or getting better results or something if I knew more, so I must be missing something. No, you're not missing anything at all. Can you get better? Yes. Can you learn more? Yes. But you're fine where you're at. Who would like to have her in your downline? Whoa. Yeah, they think you're good. Is that good? You get it?
Yes,
So are you confident now?
I am.
All right, good. Okay, what's your name?
Sandra Spence,
And who's your upliner? Who told you about this?
Naomi Anna Volson.
All right, good. And you're having difficulties doing this because of what?
I'm able to find people that like the product,
Great.
but my frustration is building a team, getting people that want to do what I'm doing.
Great.
I
Okay.
find that difficult
Good. So why are you frustrated about that?
because I want to build a team. I want to be not in this position. I want to be presidential,
Great.
and I want people to get the benefit of being beyond where I am as a regional. I want them to be higher up as well. So yeah, maybe I don't know how to, like even the people that are closest to me, to tell them the opportunity, like, and for them to come on board. You know, they just seem to sort of go, oh yeah, you're into that. They just sort of think I'm a bit weird.
Well, you probably are. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Because like most people aren't doing this, right?
Yeah.
We're the weird ones in here.
Okay.
We're not doing what most people are doing.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to be a wage earner. I don't want to go back to that. Yeah. I want to be a
Good, great.
social entrepreneur is really where I want to be.
Great, that's fantastic. So you've talked to some people and they like the product and they want to use it, they just don't want to take on this mission and do this, right?
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
so just keep talking to a few more people
Okay.
and look for them. Say, I want to find people out there who are interested in income. Let me ask you this, when you talk to people about Mannatech, do you talk about the product?
Yes.
And you got a whole bunch of people that are using the product,
Yes. Yeah.
but you don't have people who are interested in the income.
Yes. That's correct. Yeah.
What do you get from that?
I'm not telling them enough about the opportunity.
Yeah. So maybe you need to approach people about the income if you want people to come on board for the income. Or the Mission 5M. Maybe they'll want to do it for that.
Yeah.
So you want to start talking about other stuff. You're doing the easy way. Remember yesterday when I got up there and I tried to do it the easy way, what I was comfortable with, what I'd been doing all along, what I was good at?
Yeah.
You didn't want me to do that.
No.
Yeah, so just step out of your comfort zone. So sit down with your upline team or get on a website and learn to be able to present the opportunity so you can say it to people and show it to people or draw it out or give them a video on it or send them a link on the opportunity and say, check this out, see what you think. I'm doing this, I'm committed, I'm hooked up with the inner circle of some very successful people, and I can bring you in and hook you up and connect you up with those people too, so we can guarantee you can have a whole lot of money, because I'm sick and tired of my job. I do not want to do this forever. I'm done.
Okay. Yeah.
Here's what I want. Tell them your story. Remember yesterday, and chant them. This is what I want, freedom. I want to be able to go do this.
Amen.
And go, I would love for some other people to do it with me. I'd like to have some of you that I know and like come do it with me. But sometimes people that know you just don't want to.
Yeah.
After all, if you knew something that your friend didn't know, what would that make them? Stupid. So they don't want to be stupid, so you can't be right. So you have to go find people that don't know you. People that don't know you, it's okay if you're smarter than them. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, you can know something they don't know. Have you heard about M5M yet? No. Great. Let me tell you. You want me to tell you? And you tell them. They're okay with that. But your
Yeah.
friends that know you, it's like, wait a minute. A little time. So yeah, you might want to start going out to other people, send them the videos, practice talking about the income opportunity until you're comfortable saying that. So you can get some of your downline, upline partner, whoever you can work with, cross-line, anybody will let you talk to them, go, I'm going to say this, just tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me how I could do it better. Tell me what doesn't sound effective. Give me feedback. I don't care if you hurt my feelings. I don't care if I leak when you're saying it. Just tell me, right?
Yeah.
Because you want the feedback, because you want to get better at it. And then you practice saying it over and over and over until it just rolls off the tip of your tongue as well as you are and as confident as you are about the product. And you may stumble and stutter a little bit with it, but that's okay. You just get it out. You'll get better and better at it. And that way you've got a better chance of getting some income builders. Now, if you've got a bunch of consumers and you talk to them and they don't want to switch over and you keep trying to change into a business builder, that's not the easy way to do this. If they don't want to do it, then leave them alone and go find someone else. Quit trying to make people do what they don't want to do. People do what they want to do. And now you can try and help them want to by saying, oh, I'm so excited. I got another person here and I feel like an angel. They told me you're a hero in my life and it felt so good. So you don't ask them to do it. Just share your life with them and how good it's going. They're going, well, I wonder if I could do that. I'd kind of like to be an angel and a hero too. So you drip on them with some of your success. Oh, I talked to a lady today and she told me she shared this with one of her friends and now their child is feeling super great and it's so wonderful and it made me cry. So you're letting them know other people are telling their friends, not just this weird you. Other normal people are out there telling people too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of drip on them that way, and maybe they'll eventually get it, maybe they won't. But you keep going out and looking for income people. Anything else that hangs you up or stops you at all?
The ones that do come on product, their expectation often, after a month they say, I don't want to order again, like it's not working for me.
Well, why do they think it's supposed to work in a month?
Yeah, I don't say that to them, but, just people can be very fickle, I've found. Yeah.
So what you want to say in the very, very beginning is, this is not a drug, this doesn't kill pain, this doesn't do something immediately to you, it doesn't stop something. What this is the food that your body has been deficient in for the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years. You have been undernourished for a long, long time, and your body is broken down. It's prematurely aging. Parts are going out. It's not working optimally, correct? So we're going to give you the nutrients that the body has been deficient in so that the body can start building up and growing new parts and getting better and better and better, and you can have optimal health. That takes a while. It might take 6 months. It might take 3 years. But you need to commit to this for 6 months, because within 6 months you'll probably see enough of all those changes happening to where you'll go, oh, it's working, it's just going to take time. Some things may totally fix in a week. Some things may fix in a month. Some things may take 3 months. But tell them, you don't want to do that. If you don't want to commit to doing this for 3 months, don't bother. Just keep taking those drugs.
I've had a couple of people that have actually gone to the doctors because they've had what they say is a reaction to product, and the doctors have said, you know, this is a bad thing, so they've actually listened to their doctor and not to me. One lady on Catalyst or something like that.
Oh, well, this is a bad thing to improve your diet and put some good plant source nutrients in your body. That's a bad thing. So I wouldn't want to go to a doctor. I'd say you need to go to a different doctor. If they're going to tell you don't eat better and don't take plants, then it's a bad thing. They don't even know what it is. They don't even know what glyconutrients are. So then you kind of got to get in their face and go, my gosh, lady, he's killing you. He doesn't even know what a glyconutrient is. Did you ask him what are glyconutrients? I mean, it's your life, you do what you want, but the man's killing you. He's telling you not to do things that are good for you. Have you ever heard of glycoscience? Get a little excited. Get a little angry. Oh my gosh, there's a whole new field of glycobiology out there, a whole new science. The whole world's going that direction. Your doctor doesn't even know about it because he didn't learn about it when he was in flat earth science school. This is so far above and beyond him, he doesn't know. He's not qualified. It's like going to the vacuum cleaner shop and asking them if they can tell you what's wrong with your car. Can you fix it? You're going to the wrong person. You go to him when you want surgery, drugs, and radiation. You don't go to him when you want wellness. He has no idea. He has a heart attack and dies at 55. The average lifespan of a cardiologist is 55. You going to go there for longevity? So you can say that stuff if you want to get in their face and really try and help them and shift them and wake them up. You've been brainwashed. You need to wake up. You know, and then they might call you weird, and that's okay. And then you can either still stay friends or you can move on and not even be friends. It doesn't matter. Because if you really want this and want a mission at this, then you're going to have some more people come into your life that will be friends anyway. Mm-hmm. Then you get to hang out with good friends who empower you instead of those people.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you.
Good. All right. You can do this now? You know what to do?
Yeah.
So you're going to start talking about income more. You're going to go study how to present the income side more. You're going to go to your upline and say, you've only taught me how to talk about the product. I need you to help me learn about the income opportunity and how to present that.
No, I wouldn't say that too.
Well, yeah, you need to say that. Does she have permission to say that? Okay, good. So you say, now I'm ready to listen. Tell me that thing about the income again.
Now I'm ready to listen, Naomi.
Tell me that thing about the income, right?
Yeah.
I'm ready to, now I want that.
Yeah.
See, and because sometimes your upline feels like you do. They've only been talking about the product because that's what they're comfortable with. And they think if they try and tell you about the income, then something bad will happen. An earthquake, or you'll quit, or whatever, right? So you have to let them know, I want the money. I want to help a lot of people. Help me learn how to do that. And if you don't know, point me to the videos, point me to someone who can. Yes? You don't have to know all of it. You don't have to be into the money. But point them to somewhere they can get that help, because some people are, right? So people, we got to get a good attitude about money. So good for you. You're going to shift on that then? You're going to try some new stuff out?
Yeah, definitely.
All right,
yeah.
great.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Congratulations. Good for you. How are we doing for time?
Half an hour? Half an hour.
Who else thinks that you're stuck and you need something to help you see a different... See, what am I doing? I'm just showing them the other side of the bill, right? It looks like it's a woman here. It looks like it's a man here. So they say it's a woman. I've always been told, look for the woman. That's the bill. And you turn it over and, oh, there's a man. Oh, okay. It has a man too. So are you willing to accept the fact that it's just as true that it's a man or that it's a woman? Yes, I'm willing to accept the fact. Great. So what serves you?
We've got a volunteer here, Don.
Okay, good. How are you doing? Yeah, you. Of course you. How are you doing? You okay? All right, good. Just checking.
Stand flat.
Still breathing and everything, right? Okay, all right. Okay, what's your name?
Ian Scott.
And who referred you?
Chris Gregory.
The great Chris Gregory helped you get in. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Great. So you should have no excuses. I know Chris. Chris doesn't have any excuses.
No, he
Chris,
doesn't.
you got any excuses? Where is that guy? The sun's not coming up, Chris, tomorrow. Can you get it done anyway? Got a flashlight, right? Whatever. Yeah. See? Yeah, good. Okay, so what? So I don't think you have excuses either. But I think you do. So what do you think your excuses are? What do you think the reasons you're getting stuck are?
I've allowed personal circumstances and speed bumps to get in the way.
How did they get in the way?
Me.
No, what did they do?
Busyness of life, personal circumstances, and I've allowed them to get into my head.
Okay, so
And
what did
then
they do?
create-
What did they do in your head? What did they tell you?
Stopped me from being effective from a time point of view.
Time. Yeah, more detail. Tell me about that.
Um,
It tells you you're behind.
Yeah.
You got to do some catch ups. You're so busy you don't have time to do this.
yeah, I'm.
Great. Would you like to know how to do this in 2 minutes?
Yes.
Great. You ever see any ads on TV?
I don't watch much TV.
They
but I've
sell
seen
a
them.
car in like 1 minute.
Yeah.
They get you to spend $30,000 in 1 minute. The 1 minute persuasive ad, that's all they do. I mean, they could buy infomercials for 20 minutes, right? They could do a lot more. They put a 1 minute ad on to get you to buy a car or clothes or beer or whatever they're doing, right? So we're in the advertising industry, and you get the highest pay for the least amount of time spent. So, when you're in those periods of life where you're limited on your time, then what you want to do is you want to go back to just doing the advertising. You don't have to do it all. In fact, you might want to have a chat with Chris. Say, Chris, right now I'm feeling like I'm pretty busy. I don't have a lot of time to commit to this, but I'd still like to be making some progress. Even though I'm going slow, you don't quit, you just slow down. So you go, help me figure out how I can do this with this. This is all the time I got. What can I do? And of course, you can refer. So you want to be prepared. You want to have literature, cards, DVDs, whatever you like to hand out. And you go out and you talk to people and you give them a 2-minute ad. Say, have you heard of glyconutrients yet? Have you heard of M5M? No. Great. Could you use some extra income? How's your health? Are the vitamins, do you take supplements? Yes. Are they working for you? Well, I don't know. Are you getting all the results you want? Well, no. Great. Here's my card. I found out how to tell the good vitamins from the bad. Would that be helpful for you to be able to know that?
Definitely.
They'll probably say yes. And you say, here's my card, my phone number. What's your phone number? And what's a good time? And then get their information. You want to give them your information so they know you're not an axe murderer, Then you get, if they'll give you yours, you write it down. What's a good time? To get back to you and see if you can watch that. If you have questions on it, I can help you understand, help you learn how you can, just answer any questions for you. And then if they get back to you, you're going to 3-way them in with Chris. Say, Chris, can I 3-way them to you? And if you're real busy right now, Chris, I know you're very successful and your time is valuable. Is there somebody in our team who I can refer them to who can get them enrolled? Is there somebody in my downline who you can work with and mentor so they're confident, enthusiastic, and I can refer it to my downline person and they'll be able to get them enrolled? So all you do is pass the names on and pass referrals on and hook them up with other people. That doesn't take a lot of time. Could you do that?
Yes, definitely.
Great. And then later on, when the cycles of life shift, you have a little more time, then you can do more of the follow-up and more of the training and whatever else. But you don't have to do anything more than refer just to stay active. And that takes 2 minutes.
Okay.
It's like 11 seconds going down the elevator. Do you have an 11-second speech?
Yes.
No, you do? You do or no?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, some people only have the 3-hour one, right? My first one was like 3 or 5 hours, I think. I don't know. So you want to have that 11-second speech on the elevator. This is going to, hey, have you ever heard of M5M? Well, it's like Tom's shoes, and right, and rattle it off. And by the time you hit the bottom, it's like, would you like to help an orphan? Would you like to make a difference in just one or a bunch? And it's either yes or no. And it costs you nothing. And it didn't take any time because you had to go down the elevator anyway. Yeah. And what do you care if they say no? So what you want to do is you want to get a lot of no's. Most of you are trying to avoid getting a no. You think, oh, if someone doesn't want to do this, I'm going to hurt myself. They don't want to do it. Oh, it hurts. Don't do that. They just don't want to do it right now. They don't have time to find out what it is. They don't have time to get enough information to go, oh my gosh, I need that. They don't have time to recognize the value. So we could get more of them, but they're busy. So we need to just get the easy ones. Go out and get all the easy ones. There's people out there right now praying, bring me an answer for my kid. Bring me an answer. So just go get lots of no's. In fact, some of my coaching, I get these people on the coaching call. They're on the coaching call and they're all committed up to do everything. I say, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go out and get 5 no's this week. I want you to get 5 people to say no to you. Just go out there and talk to them, get 5 people to say no. They usually enroll 1 or 2. Because they weren't worrying about getting a yes. It wasn't on their mind, I got to get you to say yes. People didn't feel needy. They were just out there with no expectation at all. The assignment was just to say the stuff. They said the stuff, and people were interested. So obviously we know, why are people saying no? Because they're feeling like you're needy and you want it and you have to have it and please get involved with me, instead of, oh my gosh, this could change your life and set you free. You're about you instead of about them. So go out and practice that income thing. Go find 5 people that you don't know and you don't care if they don't like you or whatever else, and just say it to them, just to get the practice of saying it to another human being. So anything else? So now you know you can do that. Is that okay, or are you bigger man? You should be doing more than that, and you want to beat yourself up because you're not doing more?
No, that's good for this current season.
Good. Anything else?
One other thing is the whole personality thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fairly outgoing kind of guy.
Great.
A lot of people think they have to be like me in order to be successful.
Yeah.
Which obviously isn't the case, because all sorts
So
of
just
people...
tell them you don't have to be like me.
How do I get them to believe that?
You can't. You can jump up and down. Just believe me, please believe. You do what I did up there. I don't know. We can't make somebody else want it. We can't make them shift their head and believe it. We just have, that's why I get up here like a fool and you go, well, would you just tell me how to do it and what to say? It's like, no, because that won't work. You have to believe it. When you believe it and you're confident, they'll believe it, even if you stutter and say it in a messy way, because they're buying you. They're checking you out. They're looking to see if you're confident. They're going like this. When you talk, they're going to ask you all those objections they're asking. Brooke, they're asking you these objections. They don't even know the right answer. Which end of the garlic do they hold when they squeeze it? Because I read on the internet it has to be this way or it doesn't work. They don't know the right answer. So what they're doing is they're going like this. They're just testing to see if you're unshakable or not, because they don't want to bank their financial future and their whole physical health on somebody who's a weakling and doesn't know what's going on. And so Brooke's over here going, I'm not sure I know what's going on. When the reality is she does. She knows plenty. To get most people. You might not be able to enroll some scientist or, well, so what? You know, refer those to somebody else. Hook them up with somebody else. So, are you unshakable?
Yes.
Can I take away your Mannatech so you can never have it again?
No.
What?
No.
So no matter what, you're unshakable. And when they start asking questions, you say, you know what? I would love to tell you more, but right now my life is, a mess and I'm in catch up and I got fires to put out. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hook you up with whoever that is, your upline, your downline person. And I'm going to hook you up with them because they can answer all your questions and give you the time you need to have it handled. They'll probably do a better job than me anyway. If you don't want to say that, you don't have to. Because there's got to be an integrity, it won't be good.
Yeah.
But they can do a great job. They'll give you everything you need. So let me hook you up with them. Is that good?
Yep.
Yeah, so go have a chat with Chris, and let's solve this problem right now. And while you guys are over there, I want you to raise your hand when it's solved and you know what to do and you got it all good and clear. Right? Can you do that?
See you in a few hours.
All right. Hours? Is Chris that slow? No, go over there right now and go have a chat. Good, there he goes. Look at that. Look at that. That's action. So he just needed a bit of a push, eh? Just needed a little bit of a push. He needed permission. Chris, is it okay if he talks to you? Chris goes, yeah. Right? Naomi, is it okay if I ask you a question? Yeah. But I've already answered it 3 times. Okay, is it okay if I ask it one more? I'll listen this time, I promise. And that's what sometimes you need to do. You need, oh, these people keep asking me the same question over and over. It's making my business. It's so hard to do it. I don't even want to tell anybody else about it because it's so hard that they're never going to want to do all the work that I do. Oh, it's so hard. You want to get in this with me? No. It's so hard. So start saying no. You don't have enough people dropping out of your organizations yet. That's why you're not having success. You're running around taking care of everybody and doing everything and trying to be everything and know everything, and you're making it hard. It's really easy. It's really easier. We're making it hard. And so you say, okay, here's the deal. I've told you that 3 times. I'll tell you one more time if you commit to write it down and take action. Or you say, I'm not going to talk to you unless you get somebody else on the phone with us who we can get into Mannatech. So if you will bring a referral and meet me for coffee or get on the phone or whatever it is, I will help you. But if you just want my private coaching and my glycobiology education or whatever it is, it's $300 an hour. Right? That's how you sort. So if you're too busy or too stressed out, you just tell them, hey, it's $300 an hour, or you get in the country club. $500 to join, $150 a month, dues, and you get to eat those, and then you get to hang out with us and play with us and bring people in and learn what we learn and go and grow. But it's only for people who are bringing people on board. It's not for you just to sit back and become selfish and get a big head knowledge. We help people who help others. Does that make sense? Is that good? I'm afraid if I put my charm out and just was out and helping people that everybody would want my time and I wouldn't have a life. Good, then can you say no? Some people can't say no. They just think they can't. So it's like, well, you got to work on it. You got to practice saying no in a really nice, sweet way. I love you. I care about you. You're wonderful, but I'm doing this right now, and if you want more help and more time with me, then you need to come to the meetings. I'll talk to you there. If you want more help and more time with me, get somebody else on the phone that we can help also. Because that's how we help people. That's how we can do it for free. Make sense? Yes? Good. Anybody else think
Don,
they're stuck?
There's one over here.
Oh, we got one over here.
You've answered it all.
I did? It's already been answered? Good. Okay. Well, is there anything left at all?
Just procrastination.
Procrastination. So why do you procrastinate?
It's the fear of rejection.
Well, you don't get rejection in this business. Has there ever anyone, what's your name again?
Sally Ann.
And who referred you?
Natasha.
Great. Has anyone ever come up and said, Sally, I just don't like you?
No.
Then you haven't had any rejection.
Okay.
You just had some people that didn't want to buy the products right now or didn't want to get involved. That's all you've had. Is that okay?
No, I want them to have it.
Well, great. How does that feel? It feels like rejection.
Yeah.
And you don't like rejection.
No.
So then stop wanting them to have it.
Next. Is that what you're telling me? Move on?
Well, I don't know. You give them a certain amount of time, but so I expect they're going to say yes. I think they're normal, common, like somebody said the other day, it's just common sense to do this. I go, yeah, but you know the problem? A lot of people don't have much common sense. So a lot of people don't have common sense. So you expect they'll probably say yes.
Yes, I do.
You talk to them and go, hey, I'll help you, I'll support you, and it's like, who can't use another nice friend, right?
Correct.
Yeah. And so I'm offering this to you. I'll bring you into the inner circle, we'll mentor you, we'll hook you up with some great leaders. I can do all that for you, change your whole life, you'll learn how to think better, make better decisions, everything in your whole life can improve. And I'm offering that to you. And if they say, no, I don't think so, it's like, well, okay, next. There's nothing we can do about that. That's their choice right now. They either don't want to take the time to learn about it or find out how valuable it is. They're busy, like him. If you went to him right now and said you want to do it, he'd say no. But he's sure glad he's doing it now, right? Yeah. He got busy, he can keep eating the stuff.
Yeah.
So nobody's rejecting you. So don't be attached emotionally to the results. Don't be all connected up to the results. Now we do it two ways. We just want them to have it so much that it kind of hurts if they're not doing, oh, I feel so bad for them. And we also want them to do it for me. I'm behind. I want to get to presidential. I want to get to the next level. I need some income. Whatever your reason, I feel like I'm not doing good enough. My upline, they've been putting up with me so long, and I haven't hit the next level yet. I just got to hit the next level. So would you please get in and do this for me? Because it's all about me. So you might have a little of that going on.
Okay.
So whatever the reason is, don't be attached to the results. Just like the butler at the party, right? He's got the hors d'oeuvres. Did anybody at the party last night, when they came around, did you always take one? Sometimes you said no thank you? Did the butler go, oh, I feel so rejected? They do that night after parties, just constant rejection. You want some? You want some? No, get out of the way. Oh, no. Constant rejection. I mean, maybe they're all on psychotropic drugs. I don't know. How do they handle that rejection? The job is to offer it. Your job is advertising. Your job is just to offer it to people. Okay. Can you do that?
Absolutely.
Do you do a pretty good job of that?
Yes, I do.
Well, there you go. And so you sometimes got to kiss a lot of toads before you find another prince.
I've got my prince.
But you don't have to stay there and hang on them a long time. You just give them a kiss. They're either interested or not.
Okay.
Next. And so we're not attached. Don't be attached to getting the yes. Yes? If you walk into a restaurant and sit down and there's a wallet on the chair, what do? You grab the wallet, you turn around, you look for anybody heading for the door, and you go, is this yours? Is this yours? Is this yours? Is this yours? Do you care how many say no? Because you're just looking for the one who says yes. That's what we do. Some of you are trying to get, no, I'm pretty sure this is your wallet. You should take this wallet. There's probably a lot of money in this wallet. Just take it. They're going, no, it's not mine. Make sense? Okay, anything else?
No, I procrastinate at home, though. I know that I
Yeah, but
I
why do you
need to
procrastinate? You said it was because you didn't want to get rejected.
Yeah.
Great, now you're not going to get rejected because you're not attached to the results and you're just going to offer it to people, so there's no need to procrastinate anymore, right?
Yep.
Do you want to go show it to some people?
Yes, I do.
Do you want the income? Do you want your why? You got your purpose, all that squared out?
Yeah, I want money.
Great. And so then when do you want that?
Yesterday.
Well, then why are you procrastinating? What do you want? What do you got to do instead? What are your excuses?
There's lots.
Well, give me a couple.
Oh, I have to do the washing, and I've got to maintain looking after the children, running the kids around, and
So then you're saying you don't have time to go do it? You told me you procrastinated. Now you're telling me you don't have enough time in the day.
well, it's both. Like I have got time through the day, but I'm trying to do other things. So
So you're not organized. Well, I mean, you're organized enough to function, and your husband still loves you, and you got the kids. You're just not organized enough to run a business at the same time. So then what you want to do is you want to read a book on organization, or talk to your upline, or get some coaching on how do I organize my life so that I can take these little breaks and like get them together into a bigger break, or do something. So can you hop on the internet and do some social entrepreneurship in those little times?
yes,
Well, you could try some of that. That'll work. Do you ever go to the grocery store?
yes,
Oh, you do?
yes.
Can you hand someone a brochure while you're walking down the aisle?
I'll try.
You try.
I will. I will.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I can do it. I know I
Of
can.
course. There you go. So in the morning, you get up, and as you're washing the washing, part of your chore is to set that brochure out so it's there. And then when you go to the grocery store, you grab your purse and the brochure, and you say, I'm going to talk to one person at least in the grocery store, or 3 or 5 or whatever you say. And you go, you may walk through the supplement aisle while you're there. Takes you an extra 10 seconds to walk down the supplement aisle and see if someone's there, and if they are, you go, oh, do you use supplements? Have you heard of glyconutrients? Oh, you must, if you're interested, if you like this, you'll probably really love these glyconutrients. I found out about them. They're fantastic. You tell a brief little story, and you're emotional, cry. It takes another 2 minutes. But now you got somebody to work with, right? It's worth 2 minutes. You give them the 2-minute ad, you ask them questions, you try and hook them, and they go, well, what about? And you go, great, let me hook you up with my team. They'll explain all that to you. They told me, I've been using it, fabulous, I'll hook you up with them, they'll answer all your questions. Here's my card, give me a call, watch this video, do or don't, whatever, and then give me your information, I'll have them contact you. What's a good time? Always set an appointment. What's a good time to get back to you? So you call up and you call them 5 times and they're never home, right? You need to know the time. What's a good time to call you when I'm not interrupting dinner or whatever? Because you're going to give it to your upline team, and you know how bad they are. They're going to go, oh, I'm afraid they're at dinner. I'm not going to call them right now. Well, now they're probably putting the kids down. Well, now they're probably having their quiet time, so I'm not going to call them, you know. So that's why you got to get the time and go, here.
Yep.
Mary said, I told Mary you'd be calling at this time.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yes, I can.
Good. So you see a way you can do that now?
Yes, I can.
Great. Fabulous.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
You don't have to do great things. Remember the skier? Remember the 2 skiers yesterday? What if you just talked to one more person a week? What if you just made little changes? You don't have to do this in mass. You're only looking for 4 people. Keep that in mind. I only need 4. I don't have to talk to 100 people this month. You don't have to hit platinum in 2 months. You can do this a slow way. There's people that have hit presidential in 90 days or less, doing the, 3, get 3, 4, get 4, whatever. You don't have to do that. This is your life. You get it balanced the way you want it. It's for you. Can you do what we just did here, one-on-one, with people? Get together and go, let's have tea. You guys like to have tea, right? Let's have tea. Okay, so what's holding you back? Well, I procrastinate. Why? You just walk them right through the whole thing. You use your creativity. You use your intuition. Connect up. If I was them, how would I be feeling? If I wanted to fix it, what would I do? Great, then give it to them. Because you'll be able to figure out how to do it. And then make a decision. If in order for me to do this and build leaders, I've decided that, and I made one for me, over, under, around, or through, no matter what, I'll find a way that'll work for you. So you can come up here, as long as you're still breathing, you come up here, I'll show you a way to do it. In fact, you don't have to be breathing very good. We had a guy in here on a vent. They brought him in a bed. He actually came to a meeting that way on an event in a bed, and he was like a national director executive. I can't remember what he was. And he would sit there and he would draw the stuff on a chalkboard and do other patients that came in and visitors that would come in, Ambrotos, phone number, call this person here, get it. And he'd build a downline in a bed on a vent. And your excuse is? You see the lady that paints the pictures with her toes. You see the people with no arms or no legs. You see the people with cerebral palsy up singing. You see everyone do it. They got way more excuses than you. Just stop. Start saying, how can I do it? How can I get it done? Give me some ideas. Even if it hurts my feelings. Even if you hold the mirror up and I look a little silly or it's a little humbling. Just whatever kick me in the butt. Whatever it takes. Help me shift. I won't hate you. I won't be mad at you. Beg for that coaching. And then you say back, great, I'll try. I will do my best to not hurt your feelings, but we may stumble around. I may step on your toes, but I'm trying to help you. Would that be okay? I would rather not coach you. I'd rather have you be a total failure than for you to think I hurt you, because it's all about me too. I have the same problem. So will you promise that as we work together on this, you're not going to get mad at me and think I'm mean? Yes, I commit to that. Good. Now let's talk heart to heart. Let's get open. Let's get intimate. Let's get into the dirt. Let's get some mud on us and get it cleaned up and go take a bath. Because we got to get in there. And it's scary, dirty stuff. Is it scary? And it's mostly just scary, right? Real quick. No, not you. One back there, sorry. Real quick. Are we done, or how much time we got?
We're out of time.
We're out of time, good. No. There you go. So, how are you today?
Good, thank you.
And any new awarenesses for you at all this morning when you woke up?
4:30 this morning, I'm awake and everything's going through my head and all the questions, and it's just like, I wonder if that was what he was talking about. Yep.
Good.
Feeling better.
And so what happened was, she's buried under this pile of stuff, pile of poop, usually, right? And you don't want to get your hands dirty and dig in it. Or you can think of another way. It was kind of confusing. There was a lot going on, and she sort of just saw from one perspective. And I just said, well, what about this? Well, why are you doing that? She goes, I don't know. I've never thought about that before. And so then she thought about it. She never had the thought to think about it. And then she thought about it, and she figured it out. She even analyzed it and figured it out herself. I didn't really have to tell her a whole lot. I just asked her the questions, and by being provoked by the questions that nobody had ever asked you before, you were able to sort it out. You just couldn't sort it out on your own without having little buttons pushed, right?
That's it.
And it wasn't a big bad thing or anything, right?
Oh, I learned how
wasn't
to
really
say I don't
traumatic.
know.
I mean, I was kind of amazed. You were amazed. It was pretty easy. And you actually feel different today?
Yeah,
Are you more free?
absolutely.
You feel lighter?
As a feather.
Do you feel like you can go out and do some things you weren't doing before
Yes.
and have some success?
Yes.
All right. Woo! Give her a hand. You're adorable. You're a rocker. All right. Good deal. Anybody want her in her downline? Yes. Like a people magnet, right? Yeah.
I just wanted to ask a question. A lot of times people ask us, what level are you at when we do the business presentation? And they don't seem to be interested until they know how much money I'm earning or...
Great, I got it. So I thought, once I'm finally making money, people will listen to me. So I come to this meeting, and there's a bunch of people there, and the lady in front of me said, well, how much money are you making? I go, well, I'm making $5,000 a month. And she goes, well, of course you could do it then. So if I'm not making any money yet, it's no good. If I'm making $5,000, that's too much. It's like, I got this bottle of Plus. It's going to help your hormones. You're going to be happy and feel great. How much it cost? Well, it's like $38. Well, that's too much. Well, it's only 30. That's too much. Well, what if it was 20? That's too much. What if it's 10? It's probably no good. So people are always asking their brain, find out what's wrong with it. keep me from mistakes. I don't want to make mistakes. So all they can see is what's wrong with it. They can't see what's right with it. So no, you're not right. When you're having success, that doesn't work any better either. So you just have to know that, though, and not be thinking, gee, if I could just get over the hump, then they listen to me. No, then they don't. They go, well, look at you. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. You're confident. You have that strong voice. And, of course, you could, and you're making money already. Well, of course, you could do it. You probably got life handed to you on a silver platter. But the rest of us out here, that's what they'll do. That's why you want to make mistakes. You want to do it while you're struggling. You don't go, well, I just lost 100 pounds or 50 pounds. Do you want to learn how to lose weight? No. And you think, once I've lost all my weight, I can do it, right? No. It's in process. I've lost half of my weight. I got a little bit more to go. I'm in process. You want to do it with me? That's even more believable. Even more believable. I'm in process. I'm just getting started. Well, I was a consumer for years. I kind of fiddled with it a little bit, but I was a consumer. I didn't really get trained. Now I got connected up with the inner circle of successful people, did some personal growth, began to believe in myself, let go of my excuses and reasons. I'm going to go for it now and do it because I really want to. Here's who I'm going to be. Here's my big dream. I'm going for it. You want to come with me? I got to make 3 people so much money, they'll never quit. Yeah. You like that? Does that feel good? You feel that?
I love it.
Yeah. Woo! All right, guys. Thank you so much for letting me come play with you. I love you down here. All of those who have been in my life this week, thank you for letting me in your life. It's been a joy for me. Let's go get the world into M5M.
There you go. Fabulous.